Hello, I'm Mashiba, came back once again. So I titled the video, Hajime Ippo around 1447 came out earlier today around 2. It is currently 11:20. Now some might say what's happening. You should have been recording this video earlier. Well, I saw the story to the Suicide Squad. It was like today or yesterday. Transferred like 5 hours over, took like 4 hours or so. Yeah, I recorded like yesterday. I was doing that video. It's like maybe, hopefully, it'll be a delay. No, there's no delay. So it's a video over an hour of me talking about that game. So prepare for that. Besides that, we're doing well. I have to go up there to an interview tomorrow. But who knows? Who knows? But we don't want to hear for all that. Let's get right to the business. Hajime Ippo 1447, the Twisted Champion. Ippo is assured now that Rosario has made it to Japan, but there's still a major problem. And we see on the top of the Kuwagama gym, we have 5 people out there shadow boxing, and 1 leaning over the balcony. And man, somebody said, so he's finally made it to Japan, and just under the wire too. Yogi says apparently he was arrested and stuck in jail. And Kimura's like, that's some bad behavior. But the guy's like, I even hear Fuji-san was speechless. Ippo's like, but at least now the world title match can proceed. That's a relief. And Takamura's like, I doubt it. Oh, you mean how could he oh, you mean how could he train when he was locked up? Wait, pause. Like somebody else said it's not Takamura. I don't believe so. Oh, you mean how you could train when he's locked up? I guess he could do something like shadow boxing and weight training at best. Kimura's like, he's definitely out of shape. And Yogi's like, that's a good thing. You have to get in the ring that way regardless. And Takaki like, this is just another advantage for Mashiba-san. No, Takaki is not. Because sadly in today's world, now Rosario have an excuse. He was locked up, he was in jail, he couldn't train. And his fan base will proceed to say the same thing. You know, in today's world, there's no such thing as a loss. Well, I had a shoulder injury, I broke my foot, then why didn't you delay the fight? So you promise your fans you'll be good. You get injured, and then you don't disclose that information, potentially causing people money and mental anguish. Okay then. Takamura says, I didn't mean that his condition was the issue. I mean something else that would stop the match from proceeding. Everybody else is shocked. And everybody's like, his weight. And Yoko's like, did he even drop enough? Kimura's like, who knows, man? And the guy's like, do they have scales in jails? And he was like, so he's just saying just because he's here doesn't mean the match is assured. Takamura's like, tomorrow's the weigh-in and press conference. I wonder how it would go down. Well, Takamura, that's not true. And George, you should know better, man. You should know better. Somebody said, what do you mean? Let me tell you a tale of a man named David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez. David Benavidez was the WBC champion at 168. And the fact that he came into the fight and he was overweight, he won 168, I think it's like 170 something like I don't know the exact number. He lost his belt on the scale, meaning that he could still proceed to fight. But if he wins the fight, he does not win the belt. So that's how, when the belt was vacated that way because of the scale, that's how Canelo Alvarez fought somebody else with a vacant belt and eventually let him go on undisputed. So, Morikawa, that's not true. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it won't be like a championship match for him, but Mashiba should still have a chance to win. And we see some cicadas chirping on the tree branch. And we see inside the building. We see the weigh-in poster, the weight room. 135 pounds maximum. Full weight limit. Ryo Mashiba is okay. And Mashiba's coach decided. Mashiba should put back on his shirt. And we hear somebody says, moving on, Marcus Rosario, please step on the scale, champion. And Mashiba looks over, and Rosario, with his hair down, looking like a beast, looking like an animal. Look at him. He looks like a savage. Look at that dead look in his eyes. And he walked past Mashiba. And his coach / manager, or I don't know what he is. Wait, look, man, I'm not saying Rosario beat on this man. But it's obviously one of those things where he's crazy. He steps on the scale. It's an exclamation mark. Mashiba and his coach looks over. 136 pounds. He's over 1 pound. He's one over 1.5 pounds. He's too heavy. And they're like, he's he's over, and one dude is like sweating bullets. And it it's okay. It's okay. We have time to the second win. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You know, and like yeah, a guy someone says wait, and Misha was close like you. You can't be serious. Are you kidding me? You jerk us around by disappearing and then you're over the limit. Are you serious? Is this the kind of man you are? And Misha stops him. Just wait for the second weigh in. And Misha was close like even though Misha was in top shape, it's at the 11th hour it's gonna be. It's the match gonna fall apart before it even begins. It's kind of remind me of the I don't know how many guys watch Ashen Joe, but he was over, but like 700 milligrams. That was it. And now he solved that problem. He just bled some blood. As you can see now, he's using that classic sauna tactic. I mean, you see outside the building, it's because of your water at the airport. She drank it all too. A whole half a pound, well, a pound and a half over. We'll make do somehow. It was always like it's not my fault. Everyone just all worked up because it's hot. It's so hot in here. And the manager guy with him was like, "You need to sweat. Start doing laps from the hotel. No way. If I run in this seat, I'll die. Don't quit now. Why did you come? Wait, why did we come to Japan? Get up." It looks like he's listening to you, at least for now. Yeah, that's Fuji. And the manager guy's like, "You're the reporter, right? We still have time. Yeah, we still have time for the second win, so we have no comment till then." Fuji's like, "No, I'm not here about the match. I'm interested in you, Mr. Ben." And the guy's like, "Me?" So Mr. Ben is like, "Me? Well, you at your wits' end, no? Why are you managing such a problem child?" And Mr. Ben's like, he makes me rich, so that it. Oh, we're going with the, well, damn it, who that remind me of? That other Ippo character. Not Malcolm and his team. It was somebody else. It was somebody, damn it, I can't remember. And it wasn't that guy that Sendo shot either. It wasn't Shigeta. Damn, I can't remember. It was some other guy who said something like this as well. Because he makes me rich, that was it. If we just like, if the match doesn't come to fruition, between the cancellation fees and penalties, you'll be in the red. The police have already been on top of you too, no? And Mr. Ben's like, "I said no comment, didn't I? It's impossible for him to drop that weight in it." And so I believe his foodie says it's impossible for him to drop this weight in this condition. Even if he could, he'd be too dehydrated to fight. And Mr. Ben's like, it doesn't matter what shape he in, as long as he get inside the ring. Foodie's like, if he loses here, you won't make any money moving forward. If somebody says he'll win, he's strong. He was scouted in his teens and immediately rose to the ranks to become the boss's personal guard. Even facing someone who had a gun, just having him is enough to make you feel safe. That's how strong he is. And Fuji's like the boss. Well, he says to himself, the boss. Is he still part of that group even now? And break next week. 13 pages. That's it. Kind of went by pretty quick. I'm up here to edit this video and do a dub upload. But overall, I say it's a solid chapter. I don't know where Murakami got that whole information from. If he's overweight, he can't fight. Since when? When this happened? Since when? Like David Benavidez was overweight. Like this not the first. It's hard to explain. It's just like it's not. If you're like a few pounds over, you can still fight. But I won't say that's like, well, you know, you could be like coming in 20 pounds overweight. Just do they let you in there? No, they won't. But there are most cases where it's like overweight by a pound, so they can still agree to still fight. It's just the belt won't be on the line. So, in that case, the weight saga starts off. And the whole hints towards Masaru might be a part of something. I guess he's still a gang member. I guess he's still in the streets. He real. Wu-Tang. I guess so. That's what it looks like. When they were saying, like, then when he became the boss's bodyguard, And Fuji's like, oh, he's still a part of that. Must be some game affiliation there. Would explain the disturbed forehead tattoo. But mm, mm, mm. I can't think of a situation where if he don't make weight, that they just wouldn't fight. So it just mm, mm. It is an interesting term in dilemma, but with the whole, he's just gotta make it into the ring. He's strong. I don't know, Misha, but this could be you could be fighting a caged animal. Just that's never a good idea. It's one thing. It was just like a caged normal human being, but a caged animal with absolutely nothing to lose. Animals don't carry the same value systems as we do. In that type of fight, not too many people got in them. So this could be shaping up Mazara to be a more dangerous opponent, but who knows? The last time Mashiba fought a dangerous opponent, it was just an outright animal. It was Sawamura, and them counters were some of the most slick and vicious, best combination boxing we've ever seen in this series. So, but there's no proof that Rosario can do any counters. So, I also see him not have his usual hairstyle. Uh, Not to see it get like curled up like it is. So it is fun to see him like that. But here it is, the moment. Here it is, the 11th hour. Gotta shave up a pound and a half. There's no way you could lose the weight. I don't know. Kind of remind me of Jack Hammer. Somewhere in between the drugs and the training. That's where the true life lives. That's how I truly survive. I'm gonna just let the drugs and the pain and the sweat and the training fight it out. We could be gearing up to see the most savage Ippo animal we've ever seen. Yeah. And this is not even just illegal blows, just some pure savagery. Just an animal. What, he get hit with combination punching, textbooks boxing, he's still going? He's just a savage. He's a pure slugger. I don't know, Misha, but I don't think the flicker jab should be enough. He's just going straight through him. He's not even feeling him. If Rosario can just bully his way through the flicker jabs, just pure ambition. Because I don't see what he could provide that we haven't seen with anybody else, or like Juan Garcia. So hopefully get an explanation of who Juan Garcia lost to, and because he used to be a former world champion, so it's just sad to see he's gonna be another infighter. But hey, it could still be interesting. It still could be. It could be. And the guy's like, oh, it's because of the water, sir. Sir. I understand the body can do that from time to time, but he was overweight without the water. Like, it's not impossible to gain pounds back. Like, seriously, like in some cases, right, a person could come in at 140 and they be fighting at 156. So that's why some people have a rehydration clause in the weigh in the same day, because people can't rehydrate pounds like that. I'm not saying that's impossible, but I don't know. Unless he was starving in that jail, pretty sure he was overweight then. So maybe the water could have had half a pound, or maybe he was just a half a pound overweight and he gained a pound because of the water. It's possible. It's possible. But I knew as soon as I saw this, what I was like, God, I already plan on making a Suicide Squad video. So let's see what some of this chapter's about. Let's see what this chapter's about. So look at that Rosario's hairstyle. He's an animal. Like I didn't really read in the dialogue or get the gist of what they was talking about. So in this case, I can't really say I have any real comment to say. I'm not gonna say it. Say well, the fight might not happen. I don't know. It's up in the air. It really is. I don't know. I will say this: if Rosario makes weight, Mashiba would have prayed that he did not make weight. And that's all I say. In fact, we actually really, yeah, I really have seen this situation before with young B Kim, which is Joe Yabuki. Young young B would have prayed that Joe would have never made that weight, because it would have been a lot easier than actually fighting him. So it's just man. Will he be too dehydrated to fight? I don't know, man. Especially if he's the main event. He can. He might not be. I'm not saying he won't have any drawbacks. On this case, I hope the drawbacks just don't kick in when he started to get the good with him, and then he just, he failed malfunctions and he gets knocked out. Hopefully, it makes it interesting. Hopefully, it's like a back and forth type of thing. And he's like going a lot in one round, and then the next few rounds he's staying off, just trying to do enough to get the points off to conserve his strength for the 12 rounds. That could be an interesting way for the fight to turn out. But are you serious? Also, another thing. So that's never been addressed in Ippo that I didn't think about until like recently. And it is the time difference. Every single American or the Filipinos and Thais and the Koreans don't have much problem with it. But any American or somewhat Australian, I don't think the Australian be affected too much. Time difference. That major time difference. So, interesting to see. Interesting. But overall, yeah, so we're gonna get some backstory from Rosario, who could be more of a character than I expected him to be. Who knows? But it seems like he is gang affiliated. I'm in the streets, and I can't recall that other guy who's like, well, he makes me money. And it wasn't the Malcolm team either. It was somebody else. I can't remember. There was some other guy like, well, the guy makes me money, so I'm not trying to hear it. Damn it, I can't remember. No, it wasn't Baron, was it? No, yeah, it wasn't Baron, was it? The whole money thing. No, it wasn't Baron, was it? I think it might have been Baron with the sponsorships and everything. Yeah, it might have been Baron, yeah. I think of the little short guy who was managing Randy Boy Jr., the other guy, but no. I think he was damn Baron. And he left when Shinobu took that loss. Missed the sponsorship deals. But overall, those are my thoughts and opinions about chapter 1447. Hopefully I'll be able to get this video out. Probably gonna come out early in the morning. I once did think about, well, what about time scheduling and everything else? Don't really care about. What about the recent viewership? Like I told you, man. It's an addiction. It's a sickness. At this point, it's all applied. I can't tell you the reason why I do what I do. I just can't. If anything, do like, comment, subscribe, and peace.